Hello, everyone. We are on the live. Let's see, they keep sending me all these things while I'm trying to do a live. Okay, hi, everyone. Welcome to the second Moon River class. Yes. So, last week, everybody, when you come in, write in the comments who you are, because I don't know who's here, and where you are joining us from. Okay. All right. So hopefully people are able to get in here. All right. So let's see. Now it's 11 o'clock. So hello, number one viewer. I'm guessing it's Adrian, but I might be wrong. Usually it's Adrian. Write in the comments if you are Adrian, or who you are if you're not Adrian. Okay, guys, write in the comments your name as you join. If you're watching it later, comment, because that helps us. I don't know how it helps us, but it does. And also it helps me to know who you are, what level you are, etc. Okay? Now, I've noticed last time that I had to write, it's, hi, Pat. Pat from Burlingame. Pat's here. Yay, Moon River. Okay, so last time, guys, we did connector notes. You can watch that. It is pinned. I think it's featured in Cello Nation Live, or you can scroll back to 1 week ago today, and you will find the Cello Nation Live that talked about connector notes. And that was something like this for Moon River. Here's the melody. Right? And connector notes, we were working on the bass like this. That's your C. Hi, Adrian. And then Pat says 54th anniversary today. This is our song. Oh, I love that, Pat. That's so fun. You got to play it for your wonderful husband, right? Yes. Okay. So last time we did connector notes in the bass. That sounded like this. We played the root, and then we walked down to the next root. A, F, and we just made up that rhythm. And so if you haven't done that, you can look at the last one, you can practice it, okay? It's really fun to start connecting the roots together after you're good at just playing the root, right? Okay, so today I want to do ornamenting the melody a little bit, okay? So let's do the melody. Why don't we just play the melody? Let's play the melody, then we're going to ornament the melody in a few ways, okay? You guys ready? Let's just play it together. I should put a metronome on so we can hear each other. That's a good tempo for me. And we'll probably do it a little slower when we're working on bass lines and things, okay? You guys write in the comments who you are and where you're joining us from, even if you're watching this later, okay? You guys ready? We're just playing the melody now. And then we are, hi Heidi, nice to see you from Green Bay. Hi Becky, nice to see you. Okay, Moon River, melody. 1, 2, let's play it together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so pretty. Sorry, I just took off a little bit. Okay, so pretty. I love the tune. And I wanted to say that the form of this tune, let's talk about the form of the tune. The form of the tune is just going to help you keep it in your mind, because right now when you look at the chart, it's like lots of notes all over the place, lots of black on white all over the place, right? But if you organize it, that always helps, right? So the A section is the part that we know begins the song, right? And then it's got a first ending on the A section, right? Then we go back to the beginning, we play the first part, and then we have a second ending, right? So it's almost like A, B prime, right? Because it's got a second ending. Okay, we could call the B section, right? Okay, so that's the form, A, B prime. And then you go all the way through that form when you're improvising over it too, okay? Because the chords just keep repeating like that, A, B prime, right? Okay, so we did the connector notes last time with the bass line. Now we're gonna ornament the melody. So this is the easiest way for you guys to make this tune your own, is to ornament the melody a little bit. Because everybody loves to hear the melody, but if you put your own spin on it a little bit, then you're starting to have some personality rather than just reading the chart down, okay? So you want to have a little personality, because why would you want to sound exactly like everyone else, right? And you can change the rhythm a little, and you can do some grace notes, you can do all kinds of things, but let's just do ornamentation right now, the grace note, okay? So I'm going to put a grace note on the first note of each bar. What does that mean? Hi, Wendy, nice to see you. You might have to change your fingering that you were doing, because a grace note, I'm going to say right away, I can't do a grace note on the very first note of the bar unless I do a second finger on the G, right? To me, it's worth it. I'm going to put a grace note on the first note of each bar right now. Maybe even more places. We'll see as we play through, right? Now, do you have to do it on the beginning of each bar? No. You can do it wherever you want to, but you're experimenting with it, right? I would encourage you to try it on the first note of each bar right now and see how that is, and make yourself do that. Because there's improvisation where you just do whatever you want when you feel like it. And then there's improvisation where you come up with a study that challenges you, right? Hi, Shu. Nice to see you from Talkeetna, Alaska. Okay, so we're putting ornaments on the first beat of each bar. At least that's what we're going to start with, all the way through Moon River. So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3. So anytime you come to that first note, you're going to have a second finger on it, right? You can do open there if you want, but this is just goofing around with your grace notes, okay? So let's try it. I'm going to put the metronome on a little bit slower, so you have a little bit of a chance to ornament that, okay? I'm hoping you can hear that. So let's go through putting an ornament on the first beat of each bar, okay? You could even trill if you wanted. Now, would I do that when I'm performing it? No, but I'm just working on my speed, on my trill, and also ornamenting the melody a little so that an actual ornament will be easier when I do it, right? So I'm just going to put this on the beginning of each bar, okay? All the way through A, B prime. You guys ready? I'm going to start on second. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2. First standing. 2, beginning, right? Second ending. Hold on. My computer went out. That was really weird. Are you guys still there? Let's start on the second ending, okay? Because, sorry, my computer went out. Second ending. 1, 2, 3. Ornament. 2, 3. 3, 1. A minor. Okay, good. Okay, are you guys able to do that? Today's Peggy's birthday. Yay! We said happy birthday to Peggy and Cello Nation. Yay! Happy birthday, Peggy. Happy anniversary, Pat. There's a lot going on today. Yes. My computer went out. That was so weird. In the middle of the piece, it just went black. Adrian says good. Okay, so Adrian did good on it. Okay, so now let's do the next part. I'm gonna have this on in a minute. Okay. So the next way to ornament that I would like to outline for you guys is to play the melody and the bass line together. This is really fun. So we're doing that, especially when we're playing it solo. It's really good to put the bass notes, the root notes, in when you're playing the melody. Because, just for interest, and because it's fun, and we want to work our brain, right? And we want to hear the bass line going along with the melody, but we don't have a bass player. By the way, I am on Bumble, and I have got a bass playing prospect for a boyfriend. But it's interesting because I'm a little confused because we're talking about music all the time. So it's like, wait, is this a person to date or is this a person to play in the band with? I'm getting a little bit confused, which I've had that confusion a lot in my life. I think I dated the people I should have just been in bands with. But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about bass players. Okay, so let's do this and put the melody with the bass. So here's what I'm going to suggest that we do. Whenever we have a dotted half note, Wendy says, nice. Is that about the bass player, Wendy? Or about the melody, or what's it about? Okay, so Moon River, now anytime you have a dotted half note, let's do 2 quarter notes of the bass note. So that would mean the first bar would be like this. So we start the melody and then play the root note twice, okay? And you could do it with a low C too. Okay? Anywhere you have a dotted half note, you can do that, and that's gonna make it more interesting and exciting because you're adding the bass to the melody part. So it's gonna sound a little bit like this. I'll show you a little bit of it. So we can't do it here. Here we can do it. So anytime you have long notes, you can start adding bass notes, but you have to keep counting, right? Do you get it? In the first ending, the first bar, the first ending, bar 9, you can play a C, that's the melody note, and then 2 A's, right? Here it changes to an F. Here you can do it, 2 D's. Actually, there's a G though on the third beat, so that would be D, G, and that would be fun. All right, so anywhere you have a dotted half, I want you guys to think about what's the root note and play the root note and see if you can do it, okay? Shu says, I froze. Am I frozen now? I hope not. Let me know if I'm frozen now, guys. Am I okay now? Put in the chat if there's some kind of a problem or something. Okay, so let's do this, playing the melody and adding 2 bass notes if there's a dotted half. And then just keep playing the melody if there's not a dotted half, okay? So let's just do the first line of this and see if you guys got it. Adrian says all good. All right, you ready? It's gonna be G, C, C. Peggy says that's cool. What is Peggy, the bass player on Bumble date or the... Anyway, okay, so let's do the first bar, G, and then 2 C's. So we're combining our theory knowledge and a rhythm that we just made up, just because it'll work, okay? Let's try the first line. Ready, go. Back to the melody. Okay, so that's how we do the first line, right? Second line, let's do the B minor 7 flat 5. You don't have to worry about that. Just think of B, right? So the third, 5th, 6th, the 7th bar, you're going to play an open D and then 2 B's. And the next bar is 3 E's, right? Because there's no melody note. It's just tied over, right? So 5, 6, the 7th bar will be D, B, B, and then 3 E's. Then we jump back into the melody. First ending, read the note and play 2 A's. So let's do the first ending. Ready, go. F's, right? So what you're doing is you're combining reading the written part with the theory-based part that you know, right? Which is what chord chart reading is always, right? It's always we're doing that. Peggy says adding the bass notes is cool. Okay, good. Got it. I was just kind of kidding, Peggy, but okay. I'm noticing a little bit of pain right here in my pinky. I don't know why. I gotta watch that and be careful about that. All right, let's try it. You guys ready? I'm gonna put the metronome on and, meet yourself where you are with this, which just means if you can't keep up with it, just play something that you can keep up with, which might just be the melody, or it could just be the bass notes. You guys ready? Every time you see a dotted half note, what are you going to do? Play the melody note and then add 2 bass notes. You guys ready? That's your note? Okay. 1, 2, 3. bar 29, this is where you start wanting to put stuff in. I know it's a C chord, right? Why not play an arpeggio? D minor. Okay, I was just going off in the end a little. Shu says it froze again. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes in Alaska it freezes, but I don't think it's freezing here, Shu. But it might be, but I think we're back. Okay, so how did you guys do on that? Write in the chat if you were able to do it. Just write yes. Yes, could do it. Was easy, was hard. Let me know. And if you guys are watching this later, let me know later as well. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to combine those two things that we just did, okay? Now, let's remember, guys, improvisation is messy. What's the term? Adrian says good. Messy. What does this mean? Shu says it challenged her brain. Heidi says easy and fun. Okay, good. Peggy says yes. Okay, good. So listen, what am I saying? You're going to wipe out. If you're not wiping out, you're not doing anything, right? If we're playing it perfectly, that's the same as so-and-so can play it down the street. We got to use our brains and think differently, right? And then we're going to wipe out, right? It's going to be messy, okay? Wendy says she can do it. Okay, so now we're going to combine the two. Let's put the grace note plus the bass notes in, okay? How will that sound? We're going to put bass note. For you, because you guys seem to be confident it's no problem, then start adding arpeggios, right? When it says B minor 7 flat 5, those notes are... So I'm going to teach you something. Root, third, fifth, but it's a flat 5. So this would be a normal fifth, flat 5's an F. Don't worry about it if you're not there yet, but that was a tidbit in case you are there, okay? And that's a hand shape that you have, right? 302 is a flat 5 chord, okay? All right, so let's do the ornamentation plus the root notes. And if you're further along, maybe you have more experience, then outline the arpeggio where there's a space to do it. B minor 7 flat 5, E7. Okay? Let's try it. We're going to do the grace notes plus the bass notes, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Bass notes. issue. Listen, that's why it's good to make a tape for yourself. Use a metronome. Just play the root note like this. And then do your practice above that. And it'll help you to stay on metronome, and it'll help you know if you are with the root note or not, right? Everybody write in the chat how you did, and that's what we're going to do for today. Next time I would like to do connector notes plus some arpeggios, okay? Remember connector notes was... the one that we made before. Adrian says mistakes. Yay! I made a few mistakes too. But that's how we know we're working our brain, right? Okay, I'm going to take the metronome off. So listen, guys, keep working on this. We got it next week. And make sure you know that there is a Cello Freedom Masterclass Autumn Leaves Edition. It's happening July 10th through the 14th. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 days. And then I'm going to have probably a Saturday and Sunday bonus session where we really work on autumn leaves a little bit more. You guys know I tell a lot of stories just to kind of welcome everybody and to encourage everybody and to teach life coaching concepts because I am a life coach for cellists. Yay! And that's what the free masterclasses are all about. So come on in and hang out with us July 10th through the 14th, 15th, 16th, right? Saturday and Sunday bonus sessions, and you can win some free coaching if you come all 7 days. What? That's right. So fun. All right, guys, let me know how you did on this. When you watch, if you're watching this later, hello. Let us know. Check in the comments how you did with it, okay? Moon River, or if you have any questions, okay? Peggy says fun. Yeah, we don't want to go too fast because then we'll jump off a cliff, right? But we just want to challenge ourselves a bit. Gradually, we're going to get faster and faster and faster. You are welcome, Heidi. And I will see you guys next week for more Moon River, and I'll see you in Cello Nation. I want to encourage everybody to post a video of you playing. Why not? You can even post a video of you playing in Cello Nation. Just one section of a piece. You can say, boy, I've been having troubles with this section. Listen to it. Or, God, this section is so beautiful. I love it. Listen to it. There's no reason you have to do a whole piece and get all tightened up and worked up about it, right? Chances are if you're loving a section or you're having troubles with a section, someone else is too. So your post could really help them. Okay, bye, Wendy. Okay, guys, I will see you guys later. It's a beautiful day in California, and I want you guys practicing your cello. Over and out from the Cello Guru.